Hey guys, we're going to go ahead and get started today. Go ahead, face up here. Chep. All right, let's go ahead and get started right away with our warm-up. Mr. Cole will be demonstrating everything for you as I guide you guys through. So we're going to go ahead and start out with 25 jumping jacks. Ready? Go. And step back our stance. Back leg stretch kick, straight up and straight down, 10 on each side. Go. For your stretch kicks, make sure you're keeping your leg as straight as you can. Take your time, you don't want to rush through your stretch. Always keep those hands up just like Mr. Cole has going on right here. And kicking that leg straight up and down. Arms out in front. 25 Thai style jumping jacks. Ready? Go. Notice how Mr. Cole has his arms straight up by his shoulders. That way he's stretching out his shoulder joints as he's going through these exercises. And step back guard stance. Back leg into outstretch kicks this time, making a big circle, 10 on each side. Go. Just like before, Mr. Cole's keeping his hands up the whole time. He's taking his time with his into out stretch kicks, making sure he's not rushing through. And go ahead, have a seat. Spread your feet apart as far as they can go. Your goal is to keep your knees as straight as you possibly can and keep your toes up towards the ceiling the whole time. Go ahead, stretch down to the left side, Mr. Cole. Now remember, this is his left side. You guys should be stretching down to your own left side. Don't just follow Mr. Cole's here. And Mr. Cole will lead the count from 1 to 10 in Korean.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
And stretch down to your right side. Same thing, keeping your knees straight, toes up. Try and reach with both hands as much as you can. You want to try and pull yourself down towards your foot. Same thing again, Mr. Cole.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
And stretch down to the middle. When you guys stretch down to the middle, try and stretch forward as far as you can first. Don't just let your hands go straight to the ground, then you kind of hold yourself up. So reach as far forward as you can before you let your hands touch the ground. Go ahead, Mr. Cole.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
And bring your legs in, shake them out. Butterfly stretch. Bottoms of your feet together, bring them in as close to your body as you can. And go ahead and stretch down. The best way to do this butterfly stretch is to take your hands and actually grab your ankles and then push down with your elbows on your knees. Trying to get your knees as close to the floor as you can. Go ahead, Mr. Cole.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
And I'm going to take your left leg, put it out in front, keep your right leg in. Again, make sure you guys are using your left and right, not Mr. Cole's left and right. Ready? Stretch down. And go ahead, Mr. Cole.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, Yosit, Yoga, Yoda, Aho, Yo.
And switch feet. Same thing on the other side. Reach down with both hands. Try and keep your body square towards your foot. Ready? Go ahead.
Hana, Do, Set, Net, Toss it, Yosit, Yoga, Yoda, Aho, Yo.
And last one, both feet out in front. Try and pull your toes back towards yourself. Reach down as far as you can. Even if you guys can't reach your toes, you want to keep your toes pulled back. That way you're stretching out the muscles on the backs of your legs. Ready? Go ahead.
Hana, Do, Set, Net, Toss it, Yosit, Yoga, Yoda, Aho, Yo.
And everyone stand up. You guys can go ahead and wiggle it out a little bit if you need to. And then stand set. All right, from here, we are going to go into our drill for today. We are going to perform the 12 kicks of Zoom-Mas. Okay, it's a little bit of a holiday themed workout for you guys. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go through one thing at a time to make sure everyone understands each technique that we're going to do. And then we're going to go ahead and complete the whole drill. Okay, on your video, you guys will be seeing the names of these techniques come up on your screen or on your screen already. And you guys will go ahead and follow along from there. That way, if you guys do forget what one you're on, you'll be able to catch up and follow along very quickly. So we are going to start from the bottom. We're going to start from the first day of Zoom-Mas and work our way all the way up through the 12th. The general idea of this drill is to kind of follow along with the song, the 12 Days of Christmas. But we, of course, had to make a little bit of modifications here and there. Since you guys are at home, a lot of you don't have a target to hit. So everything that you guys do in this drill will be able to be done in the air. If you have a target, it's perfectly fine if you guys want to use that to hit. But if you don't have to worry. Everything will be able to be done in the air. All right, so Mr. Colt will be demonstrating all the exercises. I will be describing them or explaining them to you. So you guys can just, at the beginning here, follow along with us to make sure you guys have all the techniques down before we get started. So Mr. Colt, go ahead, set back guard stance. The first thing we're going to do is a blitz. You guys have already been working on this cycle. So Mr. Cole's going to push off and he's going to do his blitz towards his camera. All right, he's also now going to face sideways just so you guys can see a little bit better. Either way. And ready, go ahead, Mr. Cole. And back. All right, so just like that, you guys will do your blitz. It's your back fist and your reverse punch. Our second day of Zoom-Mas is the alternating axe kick. Okay, alternating just means you're going to do one on each side. So for our second day, you'll do 2 axe kicks, one on each side, Mr. Cole. Just like that. So you guys do one on your right, one on your left, or one on your left and one on your right. The order really doesn't matter. It's up to you guys. All right. Moving on to our third thing. We're going to do low-high roundhouse kicks. So we'll do 3 low-high roundhouse kicks. Now, you can pick whichever side you want to use. You can use one on each side and then do a second on one, or you can just stick with all 3 of them on the same side. It really is up to you guys, whichever is your preference. All right, so Mr. Cole's going to do 3 low-high rounds. Just for right now, follow along with Mr. Cole. Go ahead. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. That's our third day there. Okay, so now Mr. Cole's going to face sideways so it's easier to see. You guys are going to do phase 3 burpees. Okay, phase 3 burpee, remember your hands go down, your feet go back, you do a push-up, your feet come in, you stand up, and you do a cannonball. So cannonball brings your knees up into your chest. So follow along with Mr. Cole. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's our 4th day. So we've got 4 phase 3 burpees for our 4th day of Zoom-Mas. For the 5th day is always the biggest deal in the song. So we wanted to give it the best exercise for you guys at home. It's going to be 5 Mr. Zach burpees. Okay, if you guys are unfamiliar with a Mr. Zach burpee, it's 1 push-up, 1 sit-up, 1 squat, and 1 Korean jumping jack. So Mr. Cole, before you guys follow along, Mr. Cole will demonstrate once facing away from you guys and once facing towards you guys, so you're able to see all the techniques. So he'll start facing you guys first. Don't follow along yet. He'll do 1 push-up. He'll flip around and do 1 sit-up. He'll stand up. He'll do 1 squat and 1 Korean jumping jack. Okay, so that is 1. So now he's going to do the rest facing sideways. Now it's time for you guys to follow along. Ready? 5 Mr. Zach burpees. Go. Push up. Sit up. Squat. Korean jumping jack. That's 1. Push up. Sit up. Squat. Korean jumping jack. That's 2. That's 3. 4. And that's 5. All right, so that is our 5th day there. Moving on to our 6th day. Our 6th day will be jump switches. Okay, jump switches. So Mr. Cole will start in a guard stance. He's going to jump and turn while he brings his knees up to his stomach, just like a cannonball. So Mr. Cole, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so just like he did there, you want to keep constant motion. Okay, once you jump and switch, you don't want to stand or bounce a couple times before you go back to the other side. You want to go as quickly as you can from each one to the next. All right, so moving on to our 7th thing, pump roundhouse kicks. All this is going to be, you're again going to pick your favorite side. You're going to do one side only. You're going to keep your leg up and do 7 roundhouse kicks in the air. Mr. Cole. And then he sets his foot down, and there you go. If you do happen to drop your foot, so Mr. Cole, do say about 3 and then drop your foot. All he's going to do is he's going to pick his leg back up, and he's going to continue on. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and then he's done. So just because you drop your foot does not mean you start over. You're just going to continue on. If you drop your foot after 1 kick at any time, then you do start without that one. Okay, so if Mr. Cole just does 1 kick and he puts it down and then he tries to pick his leg up and do 1 more kick, then they do not count. Okay, it has to be at least 2 in the air for them to count towards your 7th. All right, so moving on from there, phase 1 burpees is for our 8th day of Zoom-Mas. So a phase 1 burpee is a lot simpler than our phase 3 burpee we did before. Again, Mr. Cole will do 2 directions. He's going to start facing you guys. So he's going to put his hands down, feet go back, feet come in, and stand up. So there's no push-up, there's no jump, no cannonball, no 360s, no backflips, nothing like that. It's just doing the push-up position and standing back up. So now he'll face sideways. Now it's time to do 8 of them. So following along with Mr. Cole. Ready? Go ahead, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Almost did an extra. So just like Mr. Cole did, you guys want to make sure your chest stays up when you stand up. One of the most common mistakes we see is people keeping their back hunched when they're doing their burpees. You want to make sure you stand up all the way. All right, moving on to our 9th thing. Again, this is going to be a kick, and you guys get to pick your favorite side. So we're going to do 9 power side kicks. Okay, so starting out, Mr. Cole, can you face sideways and show everyone a power side kick just as a demonstration? He steps behind and does his side kick from there. Okay, now facing towards the camera. So we're going to do 9 power side kicks, making sure that each one is a nice, good kick. It has good technique moving forward. Each time you want to move yourself back to your spot. So he'll do a kick. He can either land down and slide back, or he can kick and then replace his step so that he moves back as he lands. Go ahead and demonstrate that one, Mr. Cole. Just like that. Again, that is up to you guys. It is your choice how you want to get back to your spot in between. just make sure you are going back to that spot. All right, so following along with Mr. Cole, 9 power side kicks. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's 9. All right. Moving on from here, we've got 10, 11, and 12 left. We're almost there. We're almost there. For 10, you guys are going to do 10 squats. Okay? So the way you guys are going to do these is very specific. All right? Just to make sure you guys are keeping your hands in a good place, you're going to keep your hands up like you're in a guard stance. Your feet are going to go a little bit wider than your shoulders, and you're going to face your toes straight forward. And then right from there, you guys are going to follow along with Mr. Cole, 10 squats. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there we go. Next up is number 11. You're going to do 11 sit-ups. Okay, so remember, when you do a sit-up, your feet are going to be on the floor. Your knees should be bent. Mr. Cole, go ahead, face sideways for this one, sir. So he's going to face sideways here. That way it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. He can have his hands either across his chest and making an X, or up by his face in a guard stance. Either one of those is okay, but we want to avoid the swinging or grabbing the legs when you do your sit-ups, because that makes it a little bit too easy because you're not using your core muscles as much. So following along with Mr. Cole, 11 sit-ups. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Go ahead, stand up, Mr. Cole. You guys can stand up as well. We're at the final one. We're at the final one. Now, just like a Christmas tree, we wanted to top this off with something nice. At the top of a Christmas tree, most people put a star. So that's what we're going to put at the top of our 12 kicks of Zoom-Mas. We are going to do 12 I'm a stars. Okay? So a proper I'm a star means that you guys will squat down all the way and cross your arms across your chest. So Mr. Cole, squat down all the way and cross your arms across. Notice he's very condensed right here. When he does the jump, he's going to jump up and he's going to expand everything and turn himself into a star. Go ahead, Mr. Cole. Just like that. He jumped so high that you guys couldn't see his hands at the top of the screen. So that's what your goal is going to be. You want to jump up as high as you can. You want to expand everything. And then when you come back down, you want to go back into that condensed position. Okay? So we're going to do 12 I'm a stars. Now, you get extra credit if you guys are saying I'm a star for every single I'm a star jump. Ready? Go.
I'm a star. 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 And I'm a star.
Yeah, he was 12 stars on that one. So now you guys have completed the entirety of your 12 kicks of Zoom-Mas. So what we're going to do from here is I'm going to give about a minute break for you guys to go ahead and grab some water. Please take advantage of this water break. And then once you guys are back, we'll get started and we will go through the drill for real this time. Ready? Go.